Hey everybody, Marty, Voodoo Rod and Custom. So, what's been going on? Heaps. The XL Ute is progressing. We're getting there. As you can see, we've got the rear screen in. We put that in during the week, and we got the front screen in. That happened during the week, thanks to A-Vision. A-Vision are a local company that we use here in Cunda Park on the Sunshine Coast. Headline is in, obviously, because the screen's in. So really happy with that. We got that from Early Falcon Spares. They're down in Victoria somewhere, I think. Anyhow, so what we're going to do for you today is install a fuel level gauge. This gauge on the factory dash is toasted. So what I've got, I had in stock auto gauge, fuel level 0 to 90 ohms. Now the fuel cell that I got is a 0 to 90 ohm deal as well. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to use this one or I'm going to try and get a sport comp, so that way all the gauges are the same. And yes, you were correct what you've seen in the background then. We've got the progressive controller, we've got the MSD, which is the programmable unit, and yes, we have nitrous set up for the motor. Look at the size of the purge solenoid as opposed to the nitrous solenoid. Nitrous itself has come a long way. It's not what it used to be. It's technology in terms of solenoids and controllers and even plates. This is just a plate system, as you can see. So I've pushed the fuel solenoid to the side because I'm going to run a auxiliary tank, or a standalone system as some guys call it, and that has another little pump. I'll probably run E85 or E98, whatever the hell it is. And these nitrous express solenoids, they have a bypass, so I can have fuel flowing through that as soon as I arm the system. Seriously, good work. Unbelievable what's come along. The carburetor, this is one of a couple of carburetors I'm going to stick on this thing and do a bit of trialing. Right, it is just a Holly HP 750. This one here is particular carburetor is a double pumper. What we're going to do, it's got no boosters, as you can see. So what we'll be doing is a conversion to annular discharge legs, and we'll do that later on once we get into the motor combination. But first, let's build the car. So I've got a couple of marking implements here, just a 150mm ruler, pencil, and a Nico, if you want to call it that. It's just a Worth marker actually. 2 5/8 hole saw, so we're going to hole saw the dash. I'm hoping I've got enough room that I don't have to carve out the back. I don't really want to have to do that. So I am thinking, very, very roughly, because I want to leave enough room for speedo and everything else. So I'm thinking just there, just like that, simple and effective. I might even do this by hand. I was going to do it in the drill press. Don't know. I know you're going to see some of the top of the gauge, but I really don't give a shit. Okay, something like that. There, like so, roughly marked. Actually, I might do a circle. Keep it above that lip there. That's close. Like that. Now this is an arbor and this is a hole saw. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so we're going to have to cut through that as well. Oh well, some people are going to cry, but it's going to happen. Drill press it, press. Let's do it in the drill press. So off we go, drill press. And the back of the car is a bit of a mess. I've got window rubbers, fixtures and fittings just for the interior. I'm trying to do this car from inside out. And yeah, this place is busy. Have a look in the background. There's the rat rod. She is just about finished. We've got the 4-link on the EH. And then I might give you a quick rundown on this thing. This thing's really cool, actually. This is a good customer of ours. He quite often, at least a couple of times a year, brings us a car, and we build them for him. We'll finish them off. So pretty clear what we're going to do. We're going to finish off the tray. Put that shit down. There's his little list on the floor. We made one of our steel glove box inserts. Airbag was leaking. We've got new glass on the way because the glass is all cracked and split and busted. And under the hood, which is pretty cool, this old CL Valiant that's in for rust. It's LS 6 litre, just factory ECU jobby. But good enough for this cruiser. And this guy, his days of racing and going faster over. He just likes to enjoy hot rodding, so I can't blame him for that. All right, the drill press. Now let's see if we destroy this or whether we can make it work for us. Probably a better height there. Ooh, it works. Power. See that too well. Is that better? That's a bit better. In place. Listen to that sound. Oh! Some people are going to hate me for this. Okay, so that's where we're at. Yeah, I know, I'm mangling the hell out of it. It's for a good cause. So I don't run out of gasoline. Through. Just turn it off there. So we don't damage anything that we don't want to. Yep, just put too high. There we go. I think that will sit right at home there. So my dodginess worked quite well. Might just have to get some tin snips onto that. Right. Just a quick tickle up with a die grinder. Now, our gauge. Two and 5/8, as I mentioned before, 0 to 90 ohms. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to use this one. I'm going to see what it looks like in there. If not, I'll get a sports comp one. And there was at least the cuffs will match the collar. Okay, yeah, that is an issue. So we're going to have to go straight at the back there. I don't really care. You can see that gold up top there because it just tells me if we've got fuel or not. Just like that. It's actually cut a little bit too big, but that's okay. That's not too bad because it's black and white, black and white. So what we're going to need is, so over the years I've got a collection of these little brackets. So instead of opening up a brand new packet, I'll just take to one of these and just trim up what we need. We're sort of going to have to cut sort of along there roughly, just to pull the gauge, in, just to hold it in place. I'm a little bit disappointed that it's cut a little bit bigger than what I wanted to, but get the crazy thing. Fits like that nicely, but because of the odd shape, it's not wanting to fit. Get rid of that hole there, causing all dramas. Yeah, so you can see it's not wanting to fit real nice, but I'll have a look and I think whether I cut the outer bigger and recess the gauge in a bit more, because it sits nicely 1, 2 and 3. I just have to put up with the gold, which we could mask that up and paint that black if we needed to. One's going to be a bit longer than the other, but let's start. Okay, so we're going to have to do something like that. Let's go. It's twisted. Quick little mark job. Bye. Bye. Okay, what I don't have is the nuts and bolts. That shit's upstairs. Okay, so that's mounted. As you can see, it's an average fit, it really is. But for what this car is, I don't care. So, does it fit into the... Perfect. So we can continue to assemble this now and actually install it in the car. All fits pretty well. Low mileage. no rust. All right, I got my screw gun and some self tappers. I'm going to put some of the trimming back together. I actually plan on putting the carpet back in. This is for the A pillar. I've got left and right, and then there's a little trim that goes all the way around the front of the screen. But these ones have to go in first. So watch as I carry on here. So these panels don't want to go on. I don't know if they go on with the window rubber, but I really don't care. So they can go back in the box of shit. So I couldn't stand not putting some stainless screws in there, so I put stainless in, so at least it looks neat. I was going to put zinc plated, and it just looked wrong, totally wrong. So that's that. Now what I might do is remove the shifter. I might throw some I've got enough insulation. I'll have a look. I'm going to put the carpet down, see what it looks like, and we'll go from there. Okay, I've thrown the carpet in just briefly, gave it a good vac. It's a bit slippery, so I'm guessing because it's straight on the moulded section, because this is like a plastic, as you can see, and then we've got our car builder's van liner. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to get some acoustic liner and throw that down, just basically run it through here and there, and then put the carpet down. Not what I wanted, because I didn't want to bulk it up too much, but look, that's just what I'm going to have to do. Okay, while I got the carpet out, what I might do is install the launcher. This is a progressive controller, and what I'm going to run is the MSD programmable, which means I can program this via laptop, so as soon as the bottle is activated, this will take out timing. I'm thinking to put something like that. High enough so it's out of the way. There's nothing neat about doing any of this sort of shit. I need access for laptop, and the same as this one here, where it's buried in there. That one there for laptop, so I can't put this in an area where it's not going to be accessible easy. I want to be able to put a laptop on that fairly simply and then just go to it. Okay, what do we think of that? That sort of puts it up out of the way. This is like the dash area here, so you're only going to see a little bit here. At least that gives it room for your feet, so you're not going to kick it, because there's a hell of a lot of wiring there. Yeah, I don't know. Tell me what you think. I think that's the way I might run it. So I'm starting from the center. I've sprayed near where the tunnel runs. Contact's adhesive. You're gonna spray it, let it set, and then stick it on. Okay, so that worked really well. That's what I'm using. I didn't expect that to work that well. I'm not a motor trimmer, guys. I'm not a seamstress. So what we'll do, we'll glue this area. I'll glue that and we'll stick this bit on. I'm gonna leave a little bit here because I want to run some wires and that right through here, which you guys can't see just then. So I'm going to leave at least 100 mil so I can put some wires through. Because I still have to run wiring, and I'll do the same to the driver's side. I still have to run wiring for the tail lights and so forth, and batteries literally going to be behind the passenger. So here we go. So I put the front part of the carpet in. I've got these little panels, but they're not wanting to fit, so I'm going to probably either modify them or something. So there's that now up there. You're not really going to see that, which is good. It's enough out of the way. So now I've got to trim all the carpet to suit these kick panels. Ooh, that hole's a bit average. It's a bit flogged out, that one. Very flogged out. Same as that one's a bit average. Yep, that's done it. One in the middle. Left-handed. Let's see how we go. Yep. That one's busted through. Burnt up everywhere, actually, but this is the joys of building a rat rod. You can do this shit and get away with it. I'll try this panel, but I know it's not going to fit. it's closer than the other one. The driver's side, it's closer than the driver's side, which is nice. Still way too high. So I might re-template these because I'm pretty much picking it's not going to pull apart very easy. And that's that. So there we go, I've bolted everything back in just to get an idea of how aesthetically it's going to look. Shifter's bolted back in. I've put the gauges up there, I'm still not convinced. So there's the panels here, and they're steel. The battery's actually going to go behind here, and I'm going to push it really close to the tail shaft. It's my dirty hand. So I'm just panning out there on my phone, which is really fun. So there's that.